Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm now playing Pillars of Eternity, so I hope you enjoy the video. Let's start this off. I'm going to play it on easy, because I'm not the sort of person who likes to jump into a brand new game on the hardest difficulty in the game and then just get smashed everywhere. I suppose some people would start at Path of the Damned, Trial of Iron. Only one save file is kept for entire playthrough. Expert mode disables a number of helper features in the game. Players who want to rely on their own faculties and intuition. Yeah, see, people would go crazy with that kind of difficulty. So, for me, I'm going to start it at easy. I want to learn combat, spells, scenery, the areas. Before I go jumping into a harder difficulty, because that's crazy.
Five wagons grope blindly for the path on a starless night, their master glancing ever upward to the skies for assurance that he is on the right course. A dim lantern his only protection against the encroaching darkness. But the skies bring no comfort, shining no light, betraying no hint of what they know. The caravan carries travelers bound for the frontier hamlet of Gilded Vale, you among them, where a local lord has offered land and wealth to settlers from abroad looking for a fresh start. You have taken suddenly ill, sweating and shivering, and one of the other travelers signals for the caravan master to stop on your behalf. He pulls up just in time to avoid plowing into the trunk of a fallen tree that bars the way ahead. You will go no further tonight.
Okay. Okay, gonna play a male. Human. Not sure how to pronounce that name. Mal? Anyway. Dwarf. Elf. Orlan. Godlike. Death. Fire. Moon. Nature. Might just stick with human for this playthrough. Meadow, ocean, savanna. By the look of it, doesn't really matter which race you go, because you're going to end up with the same character talent. Which, by the look of it, does pretty much the same thing for all of them. Right, we're going to go Meadow Folk. I'm going to go Barbarian. Conan. Cypher. I think this is one of the new classes, Cypher. Fighter. Constant recovery. Fighters continue to regenerate endurance at a modest rate during combat. Cool. Paladins. Inherent bonus to all their defenses over the course of the game. This bonus may shift based on the reputations the paladin gains to the behaviors that are preferred by his or her order. Okay. Well, if that's how the paladin goes out, you'd have to be very careful what choices you make, because you make the wrong choice, then you're basically going to go back on your faith. And who knows what that'll do. Maybe you'll lose points in a stat or something, or maybe you won't be able to access certain dialogue. Who knows? Ranger. I was just looking at this, and I'll just skip ahead and show you these companions. Antelope, bear, boar, lion, stag, and a wolf. Now, for me, if I was going to play a ranger, which I'm not, I'm going to play a fighter, I would have a tough time deciding which pet I would want to take with me. The bear seems the more likely one for a beginner. Bear companions have unusually high damage reduction, giving them superior protection from all forms of damage. So that would be a beginner's companion. I was having a look at stags. Stags have an AoE attack, but it's only in a small area. Wolf do high damage and can more easily avoid disengagement attacks, so they're more like a DPS sort of pet. Lion, terrifying enemies with a powerful roar. That would be another one. I would probably go lion or bear. If I was going to play ranger on my first playthrough, I would go bear. If I was going to go for a second playthrough, I would probably go lion or wolf. And on the third, I'd probably expand that and go antelope or stag. Boar companions inflict more damage when they are below 50% endurance. Yeah, probably throw that one in on the second playthrough. Boar, lion, or wolf. Anyway, I've gone too far back. Ranger, wizard. I was more expecting the wizards to have like a full robe, but that's cool. Chanter, druid, spiritual field would have mastered one animalistic form. These forms give the druid. Wonder if you can. Oh, look at that! Spirit shift bear, spirit shift boar, cat, stag, wolf. Oh, so it's a little bit like the ranger. Monk. The attacks are exceptionally powerful and continue to increase in damage as they gain levels. Sweet. Priest. Surround the priest. Any enemy vessels caught in the area take burn damage and may be frightened. Nice. That might be like turn undead or something. Any enemy vessels caught in the area take burn damage and may be frightened. Shift back some reputation, suppress enemies. Okay, so the priest is reputation is going to be a bit like the paladin's rogue. Range melee reputation. I think rogue would be a difficult one to play, just in my opinion, because you do massive damage on that first hit. But if you get surrounded, you're going to end up getting pounded. And I say rogue would be the most difficult because wizards, even though some people would say wizards are the hardest to play, I would have to disagree, because once you get them with powerful spells, they'll pretty much decimate anything within the first or second shots. However, I'm not sure how the wizard works in this game. Fighter, so I will just stick with fighter. On my first playthrough I went with knockdown. I might go disciplined barrage for this video. Okay. Intellect. The gold star mean, as you see in the description, highly recommended for a fighter, so that's what the gold star means. Silver star, recommended for fighter. So as you can see, the fighter has 2 highly recommended stats and 1 recommended. Why might isn't added under that, I have no idea. I mean, if you're going to make a fighter, they're going to be the ones... Well, no. The first ones in the combat would be the distance fighters, like rangers, wizards, things like that. So yeah, might go 14 into that. High Constitution. Oh, 20 Resolve. Fearlessness and the emotional intensity they can. Okay. Yeah, okay, that looks pretty good. Let's go that. Culture. Deadfire. Archipelago. Plains. Old Valia. Oh, cool. Even the armor changes. Old Valia. What's here? The Living Lands. The White That Wends. I might just go here. Aristocrat. Dissident. Hunter. Mercenary. Clergyman. Slave. Merchant. Mechanics is used for traps and locks. So if you're going to go a rogue or pretty much any character that you want to have with some sort of lock-picking skills, then I suggest go merchant with mechanics, or I think there was one athletics and mechanics. So that would probably be the one for a rogue. But I'm going to go mercenary. Primary colours. Want a red jerkin, brown trousers, darker skin, brown hair. It'll probably still have the same portrait as my first game, so yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Stoic. Alright. Gonna need a name. I'm not good at names. Valorian. Might just go my usual character name. Okay, there we go. Got our fighter character going. Let's start it. I'll probably skip most of the dialogue just so I can advance the game further, so you can see the combat and things like that. If you want me to go through the dialogue, please leave a message in the comments, and I'll either roleplay the dialogue or I'll just leave it up long enough for you guys to get a good look and read and whatever.
Everybody stays close to the wagons, got it? Stay out of the woods, and beasts take you if you were planning a stroll through those ruins up there. Whole area's crawling with hut-dwelling types who'd be happy to stick an axe in you for trespassing. So mind that you don't track mud on their sacred blazing rocks. Tonight, everybody stays put, and in the morning we'll get the path cleared. Gilded Vale's less than a day out. Understood? Touch of the rumbling rot, could be. There's a stinging beetle round here carries it. You'll be fine once it passes your innards. Unless you don't drink water, course. Which case you'll be dead in a day. There's a berry grows in these parts, small and pink, called a springberry. About the size of a fingernail. Give you cramps if you eat it, but the frontiersmen make a tea from it. Calms the insides. Should get you through the night. You might check around, see if you can find some. Meanwhile, I'll see if we can scare you up some water. I know you want to hunt before it gets much darker, but see about refilling our water first. Got a sick one here.
Okay, as I said, I'll just skip all this dialogue.
Hold on. Take someone with you. I know you're not some helpless tenderfoot, not like most of this lot. But you drop dead, I don't want to be looking for the body. Got a schedule to keep. Kalisha. Kalisha!
Kalisha.
He needs to find some springberries. Watch that he doesn't drop dead.
No promises.
What kind of guide says something like that?
Kind you can afford.
Don't listen to her, you're in good hands. And I pay too well, if anything. Off with you. Hayden should have supplies. See that you're equipped before you head out. We're in harsh country. Get your berries and hurry back. And if you get so much as a tickle of wind, you drop everything and you run. Something in the air tonight. If it's a Bewick, we'll shelter in the ruins. Hut dwellers be damned.
Okay, let's take
You heard the man. Let's get going before you keel over.
Right.
As you can see, mechanics +1 to unlock it. Eventually you'll get lockpicks and you'll be able to unlock these things without the use of the mechanic skill. However, I don't know if...
Anyone need supplies? I've got sundries for sale.
I don't know if the lockpicks will go up in level. So if you come across more difficult locks, or if there is difficult locks, then you may need to have that skill. I would imagine you would, because it's a talent that you have to put points into, so I would imagine so. Your wooden clothing. Actually, I'll just quickly show you the crafting. So here's the food. Cedar casserole, Darkus Rayati cookies, dragon egg dish, dragon meat dish, duck's own beef loaf. For fruit, veggies, meat, farmer's bread. And you get some good, you get 4 level potions, 100 endurance. I wonder if you'll be able to get your own recipes to add to these. That would be great if you could. Scrolls here. This would be good if you're playing a mage and you couldn't get all the spells you want into your spell book for quick use. So you could make things like Binding Web, Defense, Ray of Fire, Restore Light Endurance, and just store them in your quick action bars. This here is your stash, where, as you can see, you get a small inventory slot, so you'll be able to just store unwanted items in here. And this is where your ingredients, quest items, potions and things like that will also go. Get that off our hands. Okay, so let's get to it. Oh, look at my little piggy! He looks so cute! Forearms cradle. You'll have to search around everywhere, and if you need to check an area to see if there are any items that you can loot, just hold down tab, and that will highlight any items in blue that you haven't looted. If they're grey, you've looted them, you've taken everything out of that particular area. Okay. The Sparfell.
I'll have your water soon enough. Stream's not going anywhere.
Okay. Head down here. Leather armor and electric. Corpse is cold to the touch, and a ripe smell wafts from it in putrid waves. A dark, crusted blood stain besmirches its simple linen clothing. Okay, so put that in my stash. I'll keep the lockpicks there. And what I'll do is, when I finish over this side, I will head back to the camp and open up that chest.
This is recent. Not good.
I'm not sure what's just happened with the sound. I have no idea what's just happened with this. Hopefully another tutorial will pop up and hear the sound. Open this chest. Okay, I'm just going to save it. And then I'll quit. That is getting annoying, and I was hoping one of the tutorial things would pop up and clear the sound. Guess not. Okay, what I will do now is disable in-game tutorials, and I would suggest you guys do exactly the same. Just go and disable the tutorials. As I said at the start, this game looks absolutely beautiful,
Let's check by those outcroppings.
and I imagine you can tell just by looking at the walls, the grass, the trees. Everything is in great detail. Absolutely gorgeous. And here we go, here's my first combat, which is with a young wolf. Also, another thing I would turn off is combat auto slow. That makes the combat play out in slow motion, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, okay.
This is it.
Okay. Here you can just tell her a little bit about yourself. So you can say I was a war veteran, I was a blade for hire, I was a constable, used to go on adventures and expeditions. So I'm going to go with I'm a war veteran, fought beside people far better than me, but somehow I'm the one who made it out. I can't reconcile that, so I'll go that one. Something to start in the stars and there's no change in it. Makes you wonder if the gods like putting us in a situation that can't be resolved. See what would do. Okay. As I said, I'll just try and skip past all the dialogue so I can advance the game. If you guys want to see all that stuff, as I said, leave a comment in the comments box.
We shouldn't stray too far.
Back to you. So if there's enough of you saying that you want to see more of the dialogue, then that's what I'll do, is I'll role play and basically
What a surprise. Sparfle went hunting.
do as much
At least
of
he left the
dialogue.
water skins. Come on.
You crouch at the riverbank and dip your water skin into the cool water while Felicia waits nearby, keeping watch. As you rise, you notice her look up sharply towards the tree line. Out of the trees emerges Sparkle. No longer carries his bow, and there is a strangeness to his gait. A spastic wobble in his ordinarily deft stride as he moves toward you with laboured breath.
Sparfle? Are you alright?
Sparkle's toe catches on a rock and he collapses forward in a heap. The feathered shaft of an arrow planted between his shoulders like an enemy flag.
Ambush!
No! Please don't shoot my piggy! Okay, so I'll tell her to use knockdown on the ranged character.
Huh?
My other guy will attack him.
Take him down. Right.
Come on, we have to get back to camp.
I think I've taken everything out of there. Oh, he's dead. Let's keep going. If you want the best outcome for Hoden, just follow my dialogue options. All around you lie the massacred remains of the other travellers, peppered with arrows and knife hilts, splayed and bug-eyed and filthy on the blood-damp earth. Kalisha puts the back of her left hand to her mouth as if to ward away the horror like a poisonous vapour. A handful of dark figures stand above the four, treading on limbs and backs and heads, jerking their axes from bodies as if from half-split logs as they prepare to add to the sprawling pile beneath them. One of them, towering and severe with a thick beard tasseled with knots, holds a wet blade at the neck of the man you recognise as Hyoden, the last of your caravan left standing. Lay down your arms, trespasser. Do not forfeit this man's life for a fight you will lose. So I will go Lore 1. The ruin has not been sullied by our hounds, men of Air Glanfath. Your words carry no weight when I have seen the truth with my own eyes. Blood must be paid for this intrusion. So I say again, lay down your arms. Don't trust them. They mean to kill us all. Okay, the next one is Law 1. Judging by the string of animal teeth around your neck, I am guessing you are worshippers of Galawain. If Galawain told you to stop protecting the ruins, would you? The man frowns and motions as if to swing his axe. Theoden winces, but the blow never comes. Instead, the man cocks his head, intrigued. Of course! But he would not. It is by the command of all gods that we accept this charge. How do you know? Because it's consistent with their beliefs, or because it's what you were told? The man glares. It has always been known to my people. I see. And what of Galawain's edict, that weakness and age must be purged by youth and strength? You think Galawain would want some mouldy, crumbling stones to survive long after their builders have turned to dust? The man's nostrils flare as he fumes. He would not. He told us otherwise. I'm sure he did. Just not you personally. But why should that stop you from killing innocents? Distracted, the man's grip falters on his axe handle, and he nearly fumbles it, affording Theoden the moment he needs to dodge out of his swing, which comes too late. Howling with rage, the man charges you instead. Yeah. I'll tell her to knock him down, and I'll attack him. Okay. Oh, very excellent. Enemy lies supine on the ground, unable to rise. His companions now silent among the other dead. His breath comes in wheezing, fitful gasps. He looks not at you, but at the sky above you. Forgive us. Barely audible beneath his choked sighs, a whisper of wind stirs the air. At this, the man's eyes roll back as he closes them. Good. The gods are just. Clear smile crosses his face. I am ready. He begins to swirl, whipping around the camp, electric and volatile, upending pots and rattling tents like an angry spirit. You can feel it begin to seep beneath your skin like a jetty beginning to succumb to the surge of a great wave. And where it pierces you, it feels as though it is rending you apart from within. Seated against a wagon wheel amidst the howling maelstrom, slashed across chest and bow, the demon's body stirs, and with great effort he raises his sagging head, his eyes barely open. He looks directly at you.
Get inside! Run!
Straining against a gale that threatens to pull you off of your feet with every step, you slip your hands from the warm folds of weathered rock and set about pulling yourself up the precipice. With a last burst of energy before your arms give out, you swing yourself up onto the ledge. Theoden trails behind, slowed by injury and delayed by early hesitation. As he nears the face of the rocks, one of the fallen attackers who had been feigning death lunges Theoden and topples him onto the rocky ground. Restrained, Theoden lashes out against his fatigued persona, but struggles to break his hold. They are close to you, despite the wind. From your position, if you were to throw your weapon at the attacker, you would have a good chance of hitting your mark. I would say throw your weapon at the attacker. Your aim is true, and the hit jars Theoden loose. Lurching to his feet, Theoden clambers up the base of the rocks. As he nears the top, however, the wind flares, pulling him sideways and tearing one of his hands free. But diving out onto the hard rock, you manage to catch hold of it. Securing his other hand, you pull with waning strength, and it feels as though your arms will be jerked from their sockets. They hold just long enough for Theoden to set his feet and join you on the trembling ledge. There is a deep resonance. You feel it in the rocks beneath your feet, and inside the cavity of your own chest, as though it would shake the marrow from your bones. Each new gust menaces the old stones before you, loosening connections, unsettling balances. As you dart beneath the old archway, the entire portal begins to fall beneath its own weight. I will probably roleplay those sections. Normal dialogue, I probably won't. But like I said, if you leave a comment and say you want that, you'd like to see more of role playing, then that's cool. I'll do that.
A Bewick. Had to be.
A Bewick. Had to be.
Then we're lucky to be alive.
And we're the only ones.
We can't stay here. There could be another collapse. We're not getting out that way anyway. Let's get further inside.
Okay, I'm gonna take his lockpicks and his potion. Take her potion. Put the spear in there, that in there. That. Okay.
Right. That should be far enough. But what now?
We look for another way out. Storm has to die sometime.
Okay. Like I said, I'll bypass all this dialogue. But if you want to see more of that, that's fine. I'll open more dialogue options for different people I interact with.
Wonder who was here. See if they left anything useful behind.
Camping supplies. This will allow you to start a camp where you can rest and regain your endurance and health. Very good. Nice, 13 to 19. Yes, I'll need that. So take that as well. Okay. There's a section up here. That you can do. You can either go through there and speak to him, or it'll open up a dialogue box, but if you try going back to him, he'll attack you, so the best thing to do...
Right. Look at the tiles. What are those symbols?
Wait. You hear that?
Skulled meat. So now you've got the skulled meat, you can go back down to here. Crumbling, sickly creature emerges from the dark, clutching a spear, knobby elbows, and yeah, anyway. So you can give him the meat, and he'll basically give you his spear and shield. And then you can just go past him, and he won't bother you after that. Also, if you do want me to roleplay the majority of these things, I'll also do the logbooks, the diaries, the notes, things.
Could be a shortcut.
Some of the things, once I get up to the areas that I haven't actually seen or that, there'll be more involved. A crack runs along this wall from floor to ceiling. A light gust of air passes through it. Use the hammer and chisel to weaken the wall. You set to work. The cracks lengthen and widen with your efforts, but the process is more taxing than you'd expected. Sweat beads your forehead and your muscles begin to ache. After several long moments, one final tap, several blocks of stone shift, then tumble loose, clearing a gap just wide enough to pass through.
I could scout ahead, see what's around the corner. How can I help? I'll be quiet. Worth a look.
You're gonna unlock the majority of these traps, 15 XP. I'm not sure if that's...
Found something. Worth a look.
Each character gets 15 XP, or the 15 is...
Found something.
between
Worth a look.
Or split between them, I should say, not half.
Found something. Found something. Worth a look. Found something. Found something. Found something. Worth a look. Worth a look.
I like the detection system.
Huh?
It is much better than what it was in Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate. In Icewind Dale, my rogue had over 100 in
Sure.
trap detection, and it still took a while for it to locate traps.
Just like the tiles. Lesser black ooze. Okay.
What's that muck on the wall?
Vicious slick of something dark and tar-like runs down this wall. The shapes and bulges in the ooze suggest that something lies beneath it, but you can't tell what. As you would have seen first, this ooze away, revealing an intricate relief of a man's face. The sunburst surrounding it has chipped away in places, but the details of his head, from the tight curls of hair to the ridges of his pointed ears, still showcase remarkable craftsmanship. One eye socket is empty, a gem fills the other. The chamber begins to rumble, stray rocks dancing across the tile floor. Finally, a large section of the wall gives way. And there's another lesson. This thing here is fatigue. My two companions have critical fatigue, and as you can see, it reduces their accuracy and maximum endurance. My character has minor fatigue, which is minus 10 accuracy and 0.9 maximum endurance. You can rest, but one of your characters will run off
I think we found an exit. Sounds like the storm paths, too.
Spear spider. There's spear spiders, so I wonder if there are any sword spiders. Another spear spider.
Almost.
Shit.
If you listen closely, you can hear Kalisha swear. I mean, that's cool. Alright, cloak. Bam! Oh yeah! Gotta love the cloaks. Bats as large as chickens are strung in the web. That's everything. I got myself a helmet. Cool. Okay. I'll just skip past this bit. Basically, 4 figures stand silhouetted before an otherworldly apparatus. Ancient structure of chiseled adra and metallic veins. Inscrutable and ominous and looming like a silent observer. Standing motionless in their midst is what appears to be a human body, colourless as stone or ash. The other figures gaze upon it in what might be contemplation. From your vantage point, you are well obscured from their view. The face of one of the figures is distantly visible, framed by long tendrils of oily grey hair tinged dark at the ends, and a thick beard that seems to obscure all trace of emotion. His faded robes are embroidered with a runic language unlike anything you have ever seen, and his head is crowned with a strange black headdress with 2 protrusions jutting out, one on either side like the wings of some profane and malevolent creature.
Oathbinder, bear witness, and see this man has kept his word true to his last breath, full to his blood's last drop. Guide his soul, queen that was, and regard it among your favored. Let his life by the key be his confession. Let his death by the key be his absolution. May he walk the world ever free of the crushing weight of the book. Your brother has done his part, and you have seen the power of his contribution. I will accept no further hesitation from the rest of you. In the sight of the queen that was, will you fulfill the oath? Will you take your place beside your brother in the endless esteem of her memory that is without flaw? Step forth, and be assured of the great worth of your life's course. Floods your vision and you are knocked to the ground. Your head snaps back as you land, and pain wells into the back of your skull, washing your last thoughts away into the black, unconscious void. You open your eyes to a different place, another time. You stand in a circular room, grand and domed, its walls lined with adra and trimmed with copper. The style is ancient, but the chamber is unweathered. At the far end, a great pillar of adra pierces the floor from below like a ragged spike, its shimmering texture giving the illusion of boundless depth. Encircling the pillar is an apparatus much like the one you have just seen, but immense and multifaceted and intertwined.
the work perhaps of a prodigious but fevered mind. Your thoughts are yours and not yours, and they seem to exist before you think them, and they are all questions, pressing questions, troubling questions, questions that must be answered, or... At the base of the pillar now, you see a man with a thick grey beard and ceremonial robe, his oily hair tucked beneath a black cowl, and a strange ornamental headdress. You know this man. You are walking towards him now at a pace that is hurried while trying not to appear so. You have something you want to ask him, one question above all, and the question spins madly in your mind. Sorry about that, I had a little confusion moment there. No! You awaken to find your malice has broken, only to be replaced with something far more concerning. Please quote me if I'm getting some of these words wrong. More concerning. Faint whispers are audible at the edge of your hearing, like a ringing in your ears that does not subside. Movement flits through your periphery. When you turn to look, you can see no sign of whatever it was. You find your gaze regularly darting this way and that, an involuntary paranoid tic. If this is a sickness, it may be dangerous to go without treatment for long. The figures at the machine stand frozen in place, flesh and blood replaced by cinders and ash. The man who led them is nowhere to be seen. Hodin and Kalisha lie bloody on the uneven cobbles, their bodies twisted unnaturally in death. You are alone and far from help. Gilded Vale may be your best hope of receiving treatment before things get worse. That is a real shame, mate. Pilgrim's Crown. Vessel Flesh. Vessel Flesh again. Got someone burning at the stake. This massive structure is formed of stone, patterns covered in strange glyphs. The air around it vibrates with an unusual energy. Valewood. Accept. So by now my character will be suffering from critical fatigue.
Rest.
No. Major fatigue, so minus 10 all defense, minus 20 accuracy, minus times 0.75 maximum endurance. So whether that's worse than critical or what, I don't know. Okay. Let's level up first. So let's go mechanics. So now I can unlock boxes and things. Athletics. Might go there. Law. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Next. Rapid recovery. Plus constant recovery, plus 1 endurance. Offensive. Knight. Which one did I go? I went weapon and shield style. might go weapon and shield, because at the moment I'm using a mace and I want a sword. So I'll go weapon and shield. And that'll give me plus 6 shield deflection. Bam, done. Now I'll camp. There we go. As you can see, my health has increased. Or I should say my endurance has increased. My health has also increased, 348 health. Don't believe there's anything else up here. No. Okay. Let's head down here now. River Reed. Civilized arrow. Ooh, Zorp. Let's head on into the cave. Cave call.
Take him down! Got him.
Oh! Turn that bear into chunks of meat. Nice course through eye sockets and over fingers. Reach out our hand and whisper. In a moment of contact, you feel as if So, as you just saw then, you can... I don't know if I'll come across any more dead bodies that I can interact with, but it looks like you can interact with a person's soul and look beyond their past. I say that because in the next... Once I reach the town, you'll start talking to people, and you'll hear stories and things like that, but then you'll also figure out that these stories that aren't of them now, or a few years back. These are past events, previous lives. The grass is still flattened behind the wagon wheel. Barrels of cabbages, potatoes, and squash have been overturned and abandoned. Excellent. Take that. Grab the reed as well, the little reed. Take a piece of the bread that's fallen across the dirt along with a few muddy vegetables. The young dwarf tending to the stew looks up, startled, as he sees you approach. He drops his ladle, spattering stew across the ground. What? The bandit turns. Get him, you dogs, and make sure our new cook don't run off. Help! Please! Help! One of the bandit gives Tenford a kick as they pass him, and he huddles.
Take him down!
Daggers. Mead. That's exactly what you need on any adventure. There's a big flask of mead. Under 13 piercing damage. Take the S. Let's see if I can craft anything. No food. Oh, potion plus 3 move speed for 30 seconds. Plus 20 deflection until damaged. That'd probably, yeah, as the potion says, wizards double, so it probably would be better for wizards. Can't make anything from level 2, level 3, level 4 scrolls. Now I can make a scroll of prayer against fear. Make level 2 lore. Terrifying attacks. Oh, as you can see, you can use one of each, and you can make 2. But it costs 75 copper pieces as well. And that's a shame, you know, because you're crafting it yourself. Where does the 75 copper go? What, do you smelt it down? Or do you pay yourself and then that 75 copper disappears out of your coin bag? Who knows? I'm not there yet in testing that out. Nah. Helmet would be better. We got some vegetables. A rod, rice, meat, poultry, agate, and small copper panned. Oh, got some fruit as well. What else is there to loot? Nothing else. Okay.
Gods keep you.
By the flame, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I thought I'd be stuck cooking for those ignorant weasels for the rest of my life. Or until they were bored with me, I suppose. I must get back home. I only hope they haven't hired a replacement. The dwarf looks aghast. Listen, next time you're in Gildervale, stop by the Black Hand Inn. I'll let Pasca know just what you've done for me, and I'm sure she'll do right by you in turn. To be back at my oven again. With a veil major positive. Sorry about that, I looked at the end of it, and then I stuttered a bit. Killed that wolf. Wolf pelt. These aged walls appear to have once encircled this entire glade. Only a small fragment remains, and the stairs leading to the top of the structure have crumbled away. You find a handhold upon one of the lamps. The uneven bricks and odd angle of the descent make the climb difficult, and after a short distance your arms begin to burn too fiercely. You are forced to drop back down to the ground. What is that? I need one more athletics to get up there. Damn. I wonder if I can create a potion or something that will give me one more athletics. In 50 seconds. Secret moss presenting a hindrance to climbing, but the stones and chestnuts still enough. Given the right tools, one might easily reach the top. My dear Nont, please be safe. Know that whatever happens, I love you still. Autosave is just outside that cave. I will be able to come back here. It's just a shame that I forgot all about that. I'm supposed to have 4 in athletics. So if you guys play it, don't forget 4 in athletics to be able to climb that wall. I think I've got about 1400 experience to go before I can level up again. That's okay. Anyway guys, I might save it here. And we will pick this up tomorrow. Have a good one. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, no. No, okay. Alright. Take care guys. Please like, subscribe. If you want to see more, please leave a comment. If you want me to roleplay further and expand the dialogue boxes with characters that I interact with, just leave a comment and I'll take a look and see what I can do. Thanks guys. See you later.